Welcome everybody to another episode of the Extra Pass Podcast. Today, joined by Preston and Nick, obviously.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hola.
What's up, man?
We haven't had an episode in a few weeks again, but, it's the last few weeks of school. I had to buckle down. I have a final still due on Wednesday, but then I'll be done. What about UP? You got finals?
Some finals, some already done already.
You're in shambles?
A little bit, not really.
Did Nick graduated? Congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that's pretty much what's been going on since the last episode, which was the CDL episode. But the one before that was the, I think it was the game of the playoff or the play-ins. So we haven't done an episode since the play-in games.
Dang.
But so the things I want to cover this pod is talk about the previous rounds, compare the brackets that we have, and add the points so far. Talk about the conference finals that are starting tomorrow, a little bit about the NBA lottery, and we're going to react to our old before the season NBA tier list, but we're not going to make a new one today because the season's not over. So we'll probably do that when the season's over. So the previous rounds, what are you guys' thoughts on these playoffs so far, man?
I'll say pretty good in the whole, but there's been a lot of blowouts, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's been some good games.
So the first round, we had Miami.
Just go series by series, yeah.
Yeah, we had Miami winning 5 over the Bucks. The Jimmy Butler series, man.
Pretty surprising.
Jimmy Butler.
Even with Giannis missing 2 games, I was surprised that happened.
So was I, but I feel like the Heat always can give the Bucks a good run for their money, even though I think maybe it was last year the Bucks did they sweep them last? No, last year they lost.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. I feel like they always have a good battle. So was it surprising that the Bucks won, or that the Heat won? I would say yeah, but it wasn't like a shock to me.
It really wasn't. That Heat culture is something different, I'm not gonna lie.
Especially this playoff Jimmy.
Yeah, he steps it up in the playoffs.
Man.
Turns it on.
The whole team is just playing with confidence, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the next series is Cleveland, New York. I had Cleveland winning that one.
I think we all did.
Yeah,
Preston had Cleveland winning that one.
I didn't even think New York could do anything.
That was one of those series, after watching it, you realize why that was wrong.
Why? I didn't really watch many games.
Because it was just Cleveland, even though their 2 bigs are really good, they didn't rebound well at all.
Yeah.
Knicks are just more physical, more mature team, really.
Yeah.
And then Mitchell wasn't crazy.
I think Brunson too was
Yeah, he was going off that series.
He was going crazy.
And the Cleveland bench and Okoro, they were negatives the whole series.
Mm.
So they lost in 5, which I think was pretty pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So the next we have Sixers Nets, which was a sweep. I mean, that was just probably the worst series. The worst series of the whole playoffs.
And Embiid didn't even play the last game, I don't think.
Yeah, a lot of those Nets regular season wins were from the Kyrie KD era, so we didn't really expect too much going into this playoffs.
Yeah, that would have been a lottery team.
So the next series is Boston Atlanta. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there? It was about to be 3? It's about to be 4-1, but then Trae Young hit a deep game winner in Boston.
Oh yeah.
So I thought they were gonna.
I thought that was the first one that happened. That wasn't.
No, I think that was because they went down 2-0. Then
I think you're right.
Then they won one at home. Then they lost the game 4, so it was 3-1. So
it was in Boston too.
It was in Boston, the game winner.
You're right.
But then in Game 6, I think I blew them out or something, which is I think pretty.
DeJounte Murray didn't play in that game because he was suspended.
He was suspended. No, he didn't play in the game winner game because I remember he was like, "Oh, I'm back for Game 6."
Oh,
and they just lost. So kind of a boring series, I guess, as well.
Expected that was going to happen, pretty much.
Yeah. So the next, we'll head over to the West, Denver, Minnesota. I mean, just Ant was going off. That's the only positive I feel like for the Minnesota Timberwolves in that series.
Yeah, and looked good. He was
putting
up crazy numbers.
He looked like the only one that wanted it, bro.
Yeah, Cat's pretty mid as a star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cat wasn't really doing nothing.
Not on anything really.
Yeah. Gobert was selling.
So, that's not really
another not surprising series.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious too.
But I think like the one thing that comes out from that series for me is they should just build around Ant. They should trade Cat for something, bro.
I agree.
First round picks, like Ant's just, I feel like he's the only one on that team with maybe like superstar potential. That might even be like glazing too much, but
no, I would agree with that.
But like superstar, like
he has the trajectory for sure.
He has it
because he's so young too, and he's putting up like those kind of stats.
And a lot of his game right now is just like based off athleticism. Like when he gets a few more years, gets a little smarter, demon.
Mm-hmm.
The next series, Suns Clippers. I mean,
I had the Clippers, but
you guys both had
all the games were pretty close.
I wish it was a healthy series.
Yeah, Kawhi got hurt.
Kawhi and PG play, I swear to God, they win that series.
It would have been a beautiful series.
But I feel like before that, we knew PG wasn't going to play, but we thought Kawhi was going to play the whole series. But I mean,
he played well too when he did play. But damn,
hats off to Russ. I mean, he was giving his all out there, man.
Powell, I think too.
Yeah, Norman Powell. He was getting buckets out there too. Next, we probably had the best first round series, Kings Golden State. A pretty crazy series. Kings going up 2-0, then Golden State winning the 2 at home. Then they won Game 5.
And the Kings won in
Game 6.
Yeah. Game 6.
Chase Center.
State. Then
Game 7. Curry had 50.
He had 50.
The most ever in the Game 7 till was it yesterday?
Till yesterday, yeah. But that was just I mean, Steph Curry, that just shows his greatness right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on that series? I mean, the Kings, I feel like we were riding with them all year, man.
They did good.
They had a good year, I feel like. Even though they lost
the reigning champs to 7 games.
They had a great year.
I think they were one Harrison Barnes 3 away from going up 3-1, man. But we know he don't make those, so. And they know he don't make those. He was a part of the team, so. Next is Memphis Lakers. Probably the most drama-filled series. I feel like whatever the Lakers are in the series, it's just going to be headlines and stuff. Thoughts on the series? Lakers 1-6.
Decent little series, but Memphis was no match for the Lakers at all, really.
Let me pause this real fast. Speaking about Memphis, Ja Morant, man. Yesterday I wake up. Yesterday I wake up and I'm like, oh, dude, what did Ja do this time? I was just see him flashing a gun on Instagram Live. I'm like, dude.
You can tell he does not care about anything.
Like,
he's just wild then.
He really pretty much just lied to whoever.
That interview means nothing.
His word just means nothing.
Words mean nothing. Yes.
And like they said, like, oh, they're like blaming his friend for being on Instagram Live. Right when Josh showed the gun, he tried to like hide the camera.
He's like, bro, why'd you show that after all these things you've been saying?
But like, do you guys have any thoughts of what his punishment should be?
They're saying suspended for like a year or longer than that.
I don't know.
I think it has to be some sort of suspension.
It has to be. The NBA cannot allow that to happen.
Maybe not the whole year, but maybe
like 30 games or something.
So many games.
Because he pretty much just.
I don't know what's going to teach him a lesson, really.
Or something.
I really don't know either.
Or like a fine.
But I mean, a guy that's like such a good player, and he's just doing these things, man.
Man has a daughter. Like, you can't be doing this.
This man has a daughter, Nike shoe.
He's growing generational wealth just to throw it in the trash.
Man. So we'll just Lakers 1-6. Poke the bear. He's old. We just
Dylan Brooks
not being brought back under any circumstances.
Yeah, he might be a Houston Rocket next year.
Nah, hope he's in China.
So we'll go on to the second round. Miami versus New York. The Julius Randle series. Man, you were ranting about him the other night.
That dude's garbage.
That dude is sellout.
Generational playoff dropper. That guy.
A generational playoff dropper compared to a generational playoff winner, Jimmy Butler, man.
Right.
You just can't have a series like that if you want to win that if you're Julius Randle. And I think another thing that went into it was the Heat had more experience, I feel like. At least like Bam and Butler. Even like Duncan Robinson was getting his shot back a little bit, which was big because Hero's out. K-Love, that's another one.
Lowry.
I mean, a lot of the core has been through a lot of playoff games.
Guys who have been there before.
Like, and the Knicks, I mean, this was like their
Brunson,
first year.
They couldn't stop
like
Bam.
It was a Brunson carry job.
They couldn't stop Bam. They couldn't stop Jimmy.
And
they
like
were getting whatever they wanted, really.
Something I saw after they lost the series and like Brunson dropped like 41 in Game 6 or something, and like he blamed himself for not winning. Compared to yesterday when Embiid lost, and he's like, "We can't be playing 2-on-5 out there, just me and James."
Thing is,
I don't know what
that was taken completely out of context.
Why?
You seen the whole context?
No.
Before that, literally a couple sentences before, he was saying it was his fault. Not his fault, but he should be better.
Yeah.
Harden should be better.
I mean, he should have been, but we'll get to that. Oh, actually, that's the next series. Went to Game 7 yesterday on Mother's Day, and I think Embiid had 15 points and Harden had 9 points, and it's just like we were talking on Xbox.
It's time to blow up the process.
Like that was literally both of those guys' biggest games of their lives.
Those are two playoff droppers right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, and you're up 3-2 with the home game.
Tatum had one of his worst games ever.
Oh my goodness, bruh.
And then proceeds to end them in the fourth quarter. That's just unacceptable.
Then he dropped 51, the playoff record for Game 7. Shout out to Tatum, man. He was his buckets are just. He was looking different out there.
It's so smooth.
Yeah,
it's like
the side step three. He was even playing a little bit of defense too. But so Celtics move on.
And with Embiid, he's the only MVP to never make it to the third round,
to the conference finals.
Conference finals.
It's actually a crazy stat. But
and he's averaging.
I couldn't believe
10
that when
points
I
per game less than his average in the season.
Oh yeah.
You know how crazy that is.
And he said it in 2019, like it's not a rivalry. They own us. 4 years later, it's the same thing.
He's right.
And he's had so many different rosters, and it's just like, how have you not got to the conference finals yet, man?
And then you got to look at Doc Rivers. Like, that dude's a terrible coach.
Never won a game 7.
I would say he's a terrible coach, but his 2 star players didn't show up in Game 7.
Yeah, but, okay, excluding that, the other times.
Well, yeah, the other times, but like I feel like this time it wasn't really his fault.
He's now 6-10 in Game 7s.
Yeah.
And he's never won on the road in Game 7.
Yeah. Ass.
And he blows leads, 3-1 leads, 3-2 leads. You know how crazy that is?
But
he leads that in all those.
And the thing is, like, this might have been the Sixers' like really last chance because Harden's a free agent. He's gone, bro. So who's gonna be their second best player next year? Probably Maxey, but then like
he's gonna have to have a big jump for them to be.
And Maxey's not that good. I don't think.
Still paying Tobias Harris one of the worst contracts. It says,
I don't know about that guy.
I mean, you've had a good Ben Simmons when Ben Simmons was peak. You've had Jimmy Butler. You've had, I mean, now Harden.
The MVP.
Redick was good on that team. Maxey. I mean,
the thing is,
no really more excuses for this team.
I think it's time to trade Embiid. I'm not gonna lie.
It might be.
I don't think he can be number one.
The process failed.
It just doesn't feel like it.
So next we'll go to the Western Conference. It was Denver versus Phoenix. Another Devin Booker and KD. Just what happened, man?
I mean, Devin Booker was good through like the first 5 games, 4 games.
Booker was going off.
And then he wasn't good the rest of the games.
A big story that one was Ayton's just like character and stuff. Like
his whole body language is like, I don't want to be here. It's insane.
He was playing soft.
Chris Paul was hurt. Obviously, he's always hurt in the fucking playoffs.
That team wasn't built to win a finals this year.
No, they did not look good.
And like,
it was pretty much just KD and Book scoring 80 points a game.
I wonder what's gonna happen to like CP3. Like,
that man's like 39 or 38.
39, 38 with probably the worst contract in the NBA, and he can't ever stay healthy in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, like,
what's next?
Even if they try to trade him, who's gonna want that contract really?
So
I think you think it was a disappointment. I think if you ever have Booker and like KD, I think that has to be a disappointment.
I mean, this is the first year. You could say a disappointment, but it's like it was kind of. You could tell that was going to happen.
You think so?
I think so. You told me this year specifically?
I feel like this year they had championship aspirations.
No, I think this Denver team was deeper. I think that was.
And they didn't get a whole year together either, like Denver did.
And the thing is, they fired Monty Williams, bruh.
And they fired.
I just don't agree with that. It's not his fault for the past 2 years of disappointment, really.
See what they do.
It's really not. So.
I think Denver's been the hottest team,
someone in mind or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Respect to Denver.
Denver's deep.
So they move on to the Western Conference Finals for the what is that? The second time in 3 years.
3 years?
I thought it was
4. 2020. They made it in 2020.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that just shows, man. And Jokic dominated the whole series. Difference between Jokic and Embiid, man.
It really is.
I mean, has Jokic ever even had an All-Star teammate ever?
Never.
No. And Embiid's playing with these.
And Harden, Tobias.
And he's a playoff riser every time. I never seen him have a bad game in the playoffs, really.
Man, I mean,
it's like night and day.
He's
really
probably the
difference.
best, in my opinion, probably the best player in the league. So, the last series, Lakers, Golden State, another
crazy series,
star-studded, the classic Curry LeBron matchup. Probably, definitely the best rivalry in our generation, and it was kind of cool to see him go at it one more time. Thoughts on the series?
It was a good series altogether. But
yeah, a lot of the games were blowouts. Probably half the games.
Yeah.
But the games that were good were good.
I think the one game, game 1 was good. That's when the Lakers were up by 14 with 2 minutes left, and they went on a 14-0 run.
The Warriors came back.
But then I think D'Lo made a jump shot or something, and we won by maybe 5 or something. Game 2 was a blowout. Game 3.
It was just game 1 and the game you went to.
Game 4,
5.
yeah.
4.
Was it game 4 or 5?
It was game.
That was 5.
It was 4.
No.
Because we won game 1, they won game 2, we won game 3, then we won game 4 to go up 3-1. Yeah, that was the game I was at. I mean, my first ever Laker home game, and it was Curry, LeBron.
Not much you can ask for.
It was just.
That's so cool.
One of the best. Definitely the best game I've been to. I just go to Kings Rockets games all the time, so this doesn't really compare. But yeah, they won in 6. I think a key for Curry, he was just trying to do so much, and Poole had a tough playoffs this year,
really bad.
Show.
Clay had a tough series. Yeah, that's pretty much. Wiggins,
Draymond was the second best player. Yeah, or Wiggins. Wiggins was okay.
Draymond's game 5, he had 23 points. I was like, damn, Draymond's going off. But
that's only one game though.
I think they kind of just ran out of gas. Maybe
Wiggins, the Warriors.
Yeah, Wiggins was kind of hurt at the end. He hurt his rib, and they just they're switching starting lineups, and they just couldn't. I feel like they just couldn't figure it out. They didn't have a main second best player on their team.
Also, I think their defense was really bad this series.
Definitely.
Just put them in the line so much is insane.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because they're just super small. Looney's their tallest player.
Any bigs.
And I think that's definitely has to be a need for them this summer is to get at least some sort of big body to be in the paint. Looney's good at getting rebounds and stuff, but
they need
he's just not tall enough.
A shot blocker.
I don't know.
And I feel like the Lakers role players / bench just outplayed the Warriors
bad
by far.
Really bad.
So
I think there was after game 4 the stat was they had double the free throws Lakers. That's just unacceptable.
And Warriors Twitter was complaining. It's that's the Lakers game pretty much. We just get to the basket.
You guys had so many more fouls.
Run downhill. If some of our threes are going in, I feel like it's going to be hard to beat us. So, moving on to the conference finals. Actually, should we do conference finals or should we just add these brackets up first?
Oh, you want to add them?
Should we add them right now or wait till the whole thing's over?
Maybe
we might as well wait till it's over.
Yeah, we might as well wait. So, I guess we'll go on to our the conference finals.
I just know I'm last. 100% I'm last.
Shoot.
So
I might be too.
I predicted Lakers Denver. Preston had Lakers Clippers.
Lakers Denver.
And Nick had
Boston Warriors.
Denver Warriors. So
in the West.
We all at least had one team in the conference finals, but
I'm guessing I had Boston Milwaukee on the other side.
Yeah, you did. I had Milwaukee Sixers, and Nick had Milwaukee Boston.
Only got 2 teams right.
So, despite what we had before the playoffs started,
my champion was out in the first round.
What are your guys' thoughts on these bubble rematches?
It's pretty cool.
I don't like when people say like that goes to show that the bubble ring was legit. Bro, the rosters are not even anywhere near the same. Teams, but we're talking about 3 years ago. The rosters are completely different.
But every team had their same core players.
I mean, yeah, but
their same 2 best players.
I'm not saying the bubble ring is like illegitimate, but I'm just saying for that being a reason, that just didn't make sense.
So I guess we'll start with this. Like I said, despite what we had, this is say like what our predictions would be for these series, man.
Boston Lakers,
but like Boston. Do the Eastern.
I'm sorry,
Boston and Miami.
I got Boston in 6.
What's going to be the difference for Boston to win this series, man?
They're just deep. They have better players.
I mean, yeah, but
only thing I'd be scared of is Jimmy Butler. That's it.
Yeah. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah.
Boston or Miami?
I have Boston also, but I don't know. Maybe game 6 or 7 because Miami's pretty tough. I just don't know if they could score.
Mostly because I don't want to see Miami in the finals. I'm gonna keep it a
I don't know if they could score with Boston. I'm not too sure. So Boston, like President said, they have better players, but like, what if they're just not scoring?
Yeah.
So, but if they are scoring, like, it'll look like last game.
It's
like,
crazy too because Miami was like, I think the second worst offense like during the regular season. You know how crazy that is?
Yes, their defense kind of carries.
And it's showing in the playoffs too. They're only scoring like 90 to 100 points.
Yeah, and their second best offensive players hasn't played since game 1 of round 1. Hero. So, I'd probably say Boston too. As much as I don't want to say
deeper,
that, because I feel like
who's your MVP then?
For what? I forgot the conference finals get MVPs. It probably just has to be Tatum.
I'll go back Tatum.
Yeah, so
I have Tatum.
But it's not like obscure to think Miami could win this in my opinion.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because Boston and Miami,
have they beat them recently?
They always play each other in the playoffs.
They said it's the 3rd time in 4 years, I think.
Man,
they know each other well. Then
they know each other so well. So I think it's going to be like a good series in my opinion. It's not going to be a sweep or anything. Actually, it probably could be a sweep. Boston could probably sweep, but it's like we're saying all this and Miami just wins. But so we all picked Boston for that one. Then we're going to go Western Conference, Denver versus the Lakers.
Shoot.
Thoughts on this series, man?
Preston.
It's gonna go between Jokic and AD, in my opinion.
Big time, because LeBron's gonna do his thing.
This is one series I don't know how it will go. I'm not gonna lie.
You're like excited for this one, or what?
I'm actually very excited for this one.
It's kind of cool how like the rest 4 teams in the playoffs, whoever wins, someone's gonna benefit from that ring a lot. Like if Tatum wins a ring. I feel like
Yeah, or guys haven't.
What about if the Lakers win?
I mean, LeBron gets his 5th ring.
I mean, I guess.
He gets 2.
Russ gets a ring.
You can say that about every conference finals. Then anybody can benefit. Who doesn't benefit from a ring?
Russ gets a
ring. I know,
but
I feel like there's a lot at stake here.
Well,
I think the Lakers would be the least.
I think it's cool.
They're the most winningest franchise, and LeBron's already won.
And then the other 3 teams haven't won. Those players haven't won.
If Jokic gets a ring with like a Finals MVP. That
solidifies him as number 1.
That's a good resume right there.
At least for next season.
Like I said, that puts him so far ahead of Embiid. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's not even close. It's not even close right now.
Maybe even Giannis too.
Yeah, it's not really. Yeah,
it would put him.
He'd probably
slip. Well, I don't know, because Giannis has one also.
2 MVPs and 1. Yeah, he'd be like almost.
He's tied.
Yeah,
they'd be like right next to each other.
And with like, I wouldn't say a worse roster, but a worse like second. I mean, Giannis.
It's a worse roster.
Yeah, it is.
Let's be real.
Giannis had fucking
at least
Holiday and
All-Star
Middleton.
Yeah, Jokic has never had an All-Star on his team
ever, and like so, but I think me being biased or just me being a fan, I think Lakers.
I got them as well.
On my bracket, I said Lakers in 5, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna say 6 again. We still won the first 2 games, win both at home, and win Game 6.
You said in 5?
On my bracket.
Are you changing?
Well, I said in 5 on my bracket, but now that I think, like, if I didn't have my bracket, I'd probably say Lakers in 6, with Anthony Davis being the MVP of the conference finals.
I'll go Lakers in 7 to spice it up.
Lakers in 7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have Lakers too. I don't know if
I'm going to go with AD as the MVP. Why not?
AD. I don't know if it goes to 7. I don't think Denver can beat them, but I don't think I don't think it'll go that long. I think the Lakers will beat them.
I mean,
I'm really interested to see how this goes. I'm not gonna lie.
It starts tomorrow, man.
I'm not too sure.
Because Denver plays, they're playing really, really well.
Yeah, I haven't really watched too much of Denver, so it's like, damn.
It's like, yeah, they're playing.
Like the role players are
good,
playing good.
Mm-hmm. The stat wise, they have a lot of scores.
And if Jokic is playing how he has been,
it's really gonna come down to 80 Jokic.
80
man.
versus Jokic.
Fun. Yeah, and
that's gonna be good.
So we all predicted Lakers Celtics.
Lakers Celtics would be.
Also, I think Jamal Murray is a big part in this.
Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely. Well, you could say like anybody because Michael Porter too, or like Aaron Gordon. Like, is he gonna score? Like, what if he has
a second best player?
Because if Aaron Gordon has a good game,
I don't
like
think
they'll
Aaron
win, right?
Serious.
Aaron Gordon?
I don't think so.
I mean, who's gonna guard LeBron? Him, KCP.
It's gonna be Gordon,
and
like
Porter.
What's
maybe?
his name? Jeff Green.
You
know Christian Brown.
Yeah,
he'd probably be on LeBron too.
Shoot,
man,
that's soft. Though, Christian Brown. Bruce Brown's small.
Like, I just think the Lakers are just, in my opinion, just better.
Yeah,
but
they have.
If Denver wins, I just tip my hat to it.
We're talking about
the Lakers are
top 10 players going against one.
Mm-hmm. That's
true.
Basically what it comes down to. So I guess after these conference finals, we'll see where we're at and predict the finals. Okay. So next, we're just gonna.
Bro, you know what I just thought of? What if it was like some random MVP for the Lakers, like Austin Reeves?
I mean, fuck,
dude. It could be like D'Lo.
So
that's one that's actually like low key possible for some reason.
So it could be. Another thing before Game 1, Lakers Nuggets tomorrow is the lottery, man. We got a big Rockets fan here. Live or die by the lottery.
Please be top 2, please.
It could be it's going to be an interesting offseason. I'm seeing Harden wants to go back, and like
I don't know if I want him back. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Actually, it depends on what pick we get. I'm not gonna lie. Because if we get Scoot Henderson, I don't want Harden on the team.
But like even if you like don't get Scoot, why would you want Harden? You guys are some full young players.
I think that too.
Why would you want Harden?
We need a facilitator.
Another ball handler.
Someone who's veteran.
The crazy thing is, if he actually comes back, he's basically like saying, "I don't want a ring."
Yeah.
Because he's probably gonna retire on the Rockets then.
Yeah, that's true. I saw a report about him looking at the Suns.
That's actually freaky. I'm not gonna lie.
Like freaky good or freaky just
like bad?
Yeah, I don't think that's good.
Actually, freaky. Like, why do you think that? Why do you want to go to the Suns?
Like, who would he go for? Like, they wouldn't pay CP3 or something. They pay Harden.
I don't know.
That'd be weird.
KD does not want him on the team. I promise you that.
The Suns have a big offseason, man. Like, they got to figure out A and CP3.
A coach.
Their bench, their coach.
The whole team.
Coach.
Man, I mean.
It's time. It's time to build.
So, but we'll see where they go with that. So right now on the screen we have our tier list from, I think, sometime of last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking at this, we had our top 5, Giannis, Jokic, Curry, LeBron, KD in that order.
Okay.
I think
Jimmy and Booker or AD.
Are we going based off of the now or the full
everything?
Season?
I don't know, both.
Yeah, I didn't really watch the full season too much.
So, definitely I don't think LeBron or KD would be,
you don't think
Curry.
So? They wouldn't be in the top 5?
Either.
I think
who would be in the top 5
Embiid's got to get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Luka has to get in there.
Got MVP.
What?
Did Luka not have a good regular season?
No, I'm saying Embiid's top 5 now?
I mean, he won the MVP of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, man.
I mean,
over KD, Embiid
maybe not
over
in the
KD.
playoffs, but
I guess 5.
But you still got to take everything in consideration.
Kawhi got to go down.
Kawhi's down.
Fucking Kawhi.
Tatum got to go up.
Oh, Tatum. Yeah, Tatum's got to go up. I think Dame's got to go up.
I don't know about that.
I mean, when he was healthy this year, he was, I think, the best point guard in the league.
I wouldn't go that far.
I thought you said that the other day, that he had a better year than Curry.
Yeah, but he's not the best point guard.
Yeah, I guess so.
Luka exists.
That's true. So, I mean, we just had some crazy, like, Ben Simmons top 40. I mean,
wait, where's he at? Let me see him.
He's top 40.
Ain't no way we put him
39.
There. Jesus Christ.
Your boy Shay's 35.
He's at 11 through 20.
Him and Ant are right here. That's crazy. Van Vliet's got to go down.
Gobert got to go down.
God.
Gobert, he's got to go down.
Oh, God.
CP3, top 30? No.
Miles Bridges
What
came
about
down the list.
Brunson? What about Brunson? Does he go up?
Brunson, I think he's like in here somewhere.
Or Sabonis.
Poole's right here.
He's not there. I'm sorry, he's not there.
Brunson's right here. I think that's respectable. Russ.
Respectable.
No.
He's in the top.
Yeah, Russ might have to go up.
Yeah, Brunson's got to go up.
Russ and Brunson.
I don't think Russ goes up. Michael Bridges got to go up.
Mikal.
We have.
Where's Siakam at?
Siakam, I think he's right here, top 30.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Chris Paul can't be there.
Chris Paul can't be there. JG top 75.
I love Jake Dude.
Interesting.
Halliburton's got to go up, in my opinion. Who could go down? Wiggins.
Jaren Jackson got to go up.
These three right here: Wiggins, Ayton, Jared Allen, Bridges.
God. He can't be on the list.
These
at all.
4 right here. Clay.
De'Aaron got to go up. Clay got to go down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Clay has to go down too. Other than that, it's all right, I guess. Let's see. Julius Randle, we had him at 70. We had him at 80.
Oh, what about my boy?
Maybe Desmond Bane up a little bit.
Where's Bane at? He's right here.
Actually, he might be good in the 51.
Laurie, where's Laurie at? Marking it.
I don't think he's even on this list.
He's not on the list at all.
Put that boy on the list, man.
Yeah, he's got to go up.
Put that boy on the list.
No, he just got to be on the list.
Yeah, he's not even on the list.
That's true. He at least made the list. We know that.
My boy Vando down here, respectable. But
the rest doesn't even matter.
Lonzo is not going to.
Actually, is there anybody in the rest that should be up?
Nobody.
Maybe Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon should probably be in this.
Aaron Gordon had a good year.
Dylan Brooks.
Bro, LP got to be in the 75 to 100.
Yeah, facts. He had a good year. But the rest of these guys. Yeah, these guys shouldn't be anywhere.
THT is that? Who's at the very bottom? The last one.
Quickly
got to go up.
Is this Lonnie Walker or is this fucking
Devin Vassell?
Vassell, yeah.
He got to go up.
So this was
John Wall can't be there.
Yeah, John Wall actually can't be there.
Brooke Lopez got to go up a little bit. I think
we got to add some rookies in here.
Turn me up, Brooke.
But yeah, we're just gonna maybe after the season's done, we'll get Smith back and
do another one.
Do a 2.0 or for the next season. But
that'd be cool.
That's all I really got for this episode. I was gonna talk a little bit about football, but we leave that for another episode, man.
Okay,
It's all about NBA. Just
NBA young boy.
Any more things you guys want to say about what's going on? Bronny went to USC.
Yeah, Bronny.
Pretty cool, I guess.
That's really cool.
Staying in town.
Saw him play live.
Local.
He was garbage.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, hopefully he's better than that.
I think he had his worst game when we were there ever.
Don't know if he scored that game. No,
Any other basketball
played
news?
but
basketball news. The lottery.
The lottery's tomorrow.
I don't think there's any other. We talked about Ja. We talked about the playoffs. I think that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
So, next week, school's out, so
let's go.
Expect us to be back, man. I promise this time. I know I promised so many times, but things.
Bro, remember when you said daily uploads?
Yeah, that was before. That was before the semester started. Daily. I said weekly uploads.
I think you said daily.
I did not say daily.
Because I'm not talking about pod. I mean, you're gonna upload other things.
No, that's daily. Wild. And
this is one of the nights where I just feel so motivated. Yeah. Oh man, I can do this, man. Then you just realize how much it actually is. But yeah, semester's done. I promise, man. 1 episode a week at least of something.
Turn us up, man. We'll be back, man.
Yeah, we'll be back, man. Thank you guys for watching, listen.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe.
Follow.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Shout out all the moms.
And that's all I got. Peace out. Go Lakers, man.
And peace.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Twin for real.
You can cut that out.
No, I'm not cutting that out.